working boy building that house, man, I had a hard time in life. And he believe was standing there at the boat, and he said, "Hey, is that your husband, that man that just left here?" And said, "He's 11 years younger than me." He said, "Luke still looks young, but he's 40 years old, and feels like he was 22 years old." A lot of people asked her how old she was.
Does it keep tripping it out?
Old.
No.
Thought she was 20 years old. Melita was 35 years old. And that old one-armed guy, when I was walking off, looked there and said, "Is that your husband?" He just went up through there and said, "Gonna go get you a coat, get a coat for you." She said, "Yeah." He said, "Where in the world did you find a man like that?" I weighed I weighed about 190 pounds and about a 32-inch, 31-inch waist. I was big then, boy. I was a hunk of muscle, buddy. Solid muscle. I guess that's reason still here right now, yeah. Because I always worked hard, I exercised all my life a little bit. I mean, I always had my own ideas about exercising. You know, you can exercise by just doing this. But you know, you're expanding opposite muscles when you push in and what you are when you pull out. So you're using different muscles when you do that. A lot of people don't know that. And you get one arm like that and pull in like that. That's where you make muscle. Strength. That's where you get strength at. So, a lot of ways of getting muscle power. And you can get it laying in the bed. You can lift your feet up like that and just hold them up, you know, and just like that in the bed when you're laying flat on your back, lift them legs up. And see how long you can hold them up there. Boy, you're stretching all them muscles, putting tension on them. A lot of ways of exercising. That old man told me a long time ago about that. Boy, he was built like Charles Atlas, but he done got up in his late 40s, just about probably close to 50. But man, he had a picture of him when he was back in his 20s. Boy, dog, man, he could pull them muscles out there, man. Whoo, he had pictures of him, boy. I thought, man, oh man, because he done started getting pot-gutted, you know, he's getting old. He said, of course, I can't, you know, exercise like I used to, but he said, I'm still plenty stout, but like I said, I'm getting, you know, pudgy now. He said, that's the only thing about getting in too good a shape, because after you get 40 or 50, you get to where you just can't make yourself do it no more, you know, do that exercise and stuff that you got to do to keep them muscles tuned up. Can't keep them tuned up. Get older, you just ain't got the go power you used to have. Good Lord take some of it away from you for a purpose too, because you'd end up having a heart attack or something, trying to keep them muscles real tight. Yeah, old man knew that stuff, buddy. He said, stay lean and mean. Don't try to get too heavy and too big. He said, but don't be mean. He said, but just stay lean. But don't be mean. He was smart, but he's a smart man. He done been down that road, see. He done learned. He done learned from experience. He said that's all he studied when he was 18, 19 years old, was just exercise and just see just how many push-ups and pull-ups and set-ups and things he could do. Just make him muscle get bigger and stronger all the time. That's back before they even knew any such thing as a steroid. I mean, you've done it by work, making muscles grow. I guess about 18, 19 years old when I met that old man down there at the gym. Yeah, he was 50. He's done been 50 for a long time. But he said that's the way to do it. He told me, that old man told me, boy, he said, all you got to do is to stay in shape, just tighten your muscles up, just
Yeah.
keep them there. He said, do this. Pull this arm against that one just like it. Till you just can't push no more. And said, then turn around and do this. Said, you're opposite the muscles when you do that. Said, get one arm out there like that. And just pull on it. You can't pull no more. And said, you'll make that arm get so sore you can't hardly stand it doing that. So that whole muscle's getting bigger and bigger too. He said, what you doing when you make that muscle sore, he says, you're breaking the breaking up the tension. And said, when the soreness going, when it heals back, it grows more. Boy, he knew that stuff, that old man did. He used to tell me, he said, I was down there working out at the gym messing around. He told me, he said, Donald, I said, what? He said, stay lean and mean.
Well, I'm mean.
He said, but don't be mean, but stay lean.
Lean and mean, but don't be mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got the mean down.
Yeah, you got that part. That's hard, man. Now, you might not want to do that again either. Turn that right. Don't you say that again. That's what Molly was saying. Don't you say that again. I'm gonna bust you right up.
Breaking up, you don't quit that shit.
Don't stop banging it. Don't break up.
About that $30, I thought I said I'll just knock $15 off you here next Christmas.
She gets hurt easy, boy. She don't let it lay there. She got a memory like an old
I know it.
elephant.
I know that. And Melita was the same way. Yeah.
Times you just gotta let it go on and go to the next thing, you know.
I know it.
I'll harp
Well-
on her about feeding me
Well,
sometimes, boy.
like old Longfellow said in that poem, in that poem, he said, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. They won't hurt you. Might hurt your feelings, but piss you off a little bit, but they won't hurt you physically. Mentally, they might hurt you mentally a little bit.
Yeah.
Piss you off a little bit. That's what my daddy said. He said, don't fire on nobody till you give them a warning. He said, if they look like they're going to fight and want to fight, and they look like they ain't going to be able to just say, well, look, that's just settle this. Let's just get on to another subject. So he said, if they won't do it, he said, they keep on with us, walk up to them and say, well, if you want to get it on, let's get it on.
Go and get it over with.
Yeah, and just go ahead and knock the shit out of it. Gone, long gone and forgotten.
Yeah, talk is cheap.
Yeah, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Yeah, my daddy had a theory of all things. He said, I guarantee you, all the man makes you pissed off, gets you mad at him, and you have to be around him a lot. Said, if you let him alone, he'll hang himself. And 99% of the time they will, Lord.
Yeah.
They'll hang themselves. Just give him some rope. Said, just give him some rope and let him hang himself. He told me, you don't have to hurt him. You don't have to physically hurt him. Just give him some rope. He'll hang along. Said, boy, my daddy had an eye about all stuff like that, boy. He was a pretty dang good smart man. Not to be a 5th grade education. All he went to 5th grade, but he's smart though. Smart man. You couldn't fool him on that, but you couldn't hardly fool that man, period. About the time you thought you had him fooled, he'd have you fooled. That's the way that worked.
Got that
Every
right.
time. Huh?
So you probably got that right.
Yeah, them older people, that's the way they are. Yeah, don't. But about the time you think you got him figured fooled to hell, he'll have you fooled twice as bad. Oh. That's the reason I used to like older people, I guess. I used to run around with older people like old Jimmy Phillips, man, me and him run around together for 30 years. Joe Foreman out there at the plant.
Yeah.
Me and him big buddy. I told him, he said, what the superintendent called you down here for yesterday? I seen you going down there, going in the office. And he said, somebody said superintendent called when you come down there and talk to him, old buddy. I said, well, I think he's glad to get me to take the supervisor's job. He said, hell, don't take one of them supervisor's jobs, Donald. He said, hey, you make more money on our rate than you will on a supervisor's job. I can tell you now, because he said, when you work overtime, he said, they work me overtime, but they don't pay me a dime. He said, I get a straight pay, and he said, I guarantee you get time and a half. You can get work 1 hour overtime. And said, the time I get the house, they'll call me right back out. He said, just stay off of the job. Stay off of it. I tell you, like it is. Oh, Jimmy, he finally retired from out there when he was 60 years old. He retired, well, he was 62 when he retired from out there. They was sort of cutting back on some of the supervision anyway. He went ahead and retired because hell, he had plenty of money anyway. He was the best man at my wedding, Jimmy was. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Sims, his buddy, you know, he bought 90 acres from Dr. Sims down there. Dr. Sims had 700 acres or something down there on that Tombigbee River.
Yeah.
And Jimmy bought 90 acres in that old farmhouse up there, and I picked and had a room on to it, and we insulated the ceiling, put beams in it, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Insulated it real good. And made a nice place, big old room, boy, big old pretty room. And pipe water from the well down there, had artesian, had a well drilled right down there close to the ranch. Pipe water up there, and had a shower and everything. Yeah, we had a fixed night, boy. And and we had cornfield. And man, you could see it across it, sure, but it was a long ways across it.
Yeah.
You walked 20 minutes to get across it. Long ways across them cornfields, big old cornfields. Then I drove that old big ass tractor, boy, on them big old John Deere's, that darn hood on that thing is that dang high off the ground, and tires that damn big around, high as my head. Boy, them old turning discs, that big around back there. Boy, I'd try that thing from in, I could look back there, boy, it'd be just laying 2 rows of dirt over just like that, boy. Plow, boy.
That's fun.
Boy, I enjoyed it.
I love that.
Big old diesel tractor, boy.
Yeah.
Man, boy, we plow that thing, then disc it, and then boy, roll it off, plant corn down. We had cornfields. Man, 2 or 3. He had about 2 pastures. One had 20 acres in it, and the other had about 40 in it. He'd switch the cows from one pasture to the other, you know, and and everything. Boy, shit, man.
Corn to draw them deer in.
Oh, boy, come down there with that pickup truck. Well, there was a big pickup truck, had dual wheels. He was going to get that big bull. I went down there to load that big bull to carry it down the farm. That damn buddy, he was a big one, boy. I thought he was going to tear that damn truck off to pieces. They finally got him up in there and got him.
In the bed?
Yeah, up in the back of that truck. They finally got him in there. He backed up to a bank there, and they finally got him off, got him in there. Hell, they put a winch up there in front of that thing, pulling on him.
Winched him up in there.
Finally made him go over there where he wanted to, a little bit at a time. And you know, he just couldn't really.
It's like a stake bed truck?
Yeah, that's a big old bed. I thought he was going to tear down bed off that truck. They got him down the farm, got him backed up to that bank down there, and backed his ass off there and got him unloaded. Well, he reared up and just about broke one of them down side panels just about off the bed of the truck. That damn big bull.
Yeah, man.
Hey, big old black bull. I'll tell you one thing, I was really careful about going across that field when that fucker was out there.
He'd get you?
Well, he was real mean. He was mean.